Hey everyone, Josh Baldwin here with Vegan Fit. Today I'm going to share with you my top 8 bodyweight exercises. Now there's a ton of bodyweight exercises that I love to do. I'll definitely be making a sequel to this one. And these are not necessarily the best 8 for everyone, but these are 8 exercises that you can do with just your body weight that I absolutely love. So let's get started with the first one. And that's the exercise that everyone loves to hate. That's the burpees. Burpees are super effective. That's why I like them so much. That's why a lot of trainers like them for their clients, because they get you out of breath quickly. It's a very safe exercise, and they're really effective. Number one thing you want to watch out for when you're doing burpees is make sure that you go all the way down on the push-up part. This will get you out of breath much faster than if you only go quarter of the way down or halfway down on the push-up. Getting that full range of motion makes a big difference on these. The second thing I want you to watch out for when you're doing burpees is to make sure that when you come up with your feet, you get them flat on the ground. This makes sure that you get all the pressure in your quads and your hams and your glutes and not in your knees. If you jump up and land on your toes and then stand up from that position, especially jumping from the toes like that with all your weight, it's going to put a lot of excess pressure on the knees that you don't need. So I know that they suck and they're really tough and they get you out of breath, but keep hitting those burpees. And if burpees are too easy for you and they don't get you that out of breath or they're not that difficult, then step it up. Use weighted burpees, do single leg burpees. There are so many cool variations out there that you can do that are all really, really effective, that hit the cardio, hit the legs. Definitely keep hitting your burpees. Now, if you thought burpees were tough, these are even harder. Number 2 is the Bulgarian split squat. This is a really tough one. What you're going to want to do is get your back foot on a bench or a chair or whatever it is, and make sure you relax that back leg. You want to go straight down, straight up. What you don't want to do is go forward. Okay, if you get your knee forward, goes across your toes, A, it's going to be really bad for your knee, but B, you're not going to get as much effectiveness on the quads and the glutes and the hams. So get as low as you can on these, straight down, straight up. So it's like doing a lunge. You get just as much range, maybe even more depth if you can go low on these, but you're in a very safe, locked-in position. You're not going forward and backwards. You're not worrying about how far to step out, how far to step backwards. You're already in that safe position. So as long as you start off with good form and just go straight down and up, it's a super safe exercise that absolutely hammers the quads and the glutes. Number 3, we've got Supermans with the pull. So I'm sure a lot of you guys have done Supermans before, but this is just a little added bonus you can add to this exercise. So what you want to do is reach out, squeeze up, and then pull back deep. Do these pretty slow. Make sure you take your time, stay in control here. The goal of the Superman is to keep your chest up as high as you can off the ground and keep your quads up as high as you can off the ground. And then this extra little squeeze here hits the mid to upper back, kind of like doing a pull-up. So you're working the lower back with the normal Superman, then you get that extra bonus of that squeeze. This is one of those exercises that anyone can do, but it definitely takes a lot of effort to perfect them and to get the most out of them. So take your time, work on that deep squeeze. The Supermans with a pull is a great exercise. For number 4, we've got the most difficult exercise on the list here. We've got dragon flags. Now, I actually had not done these in a while when I shot the video because my pec tear has been limiting my ability to hold the bench behind me like that. But I decided to give them a shot anyway, and man, they were really tough. I used to do 8 to 10 of these without that much effort, but man, these were a nightmare. So this shows me that all the other ab exercises I've been doing just don't stack up. This one is the king in my opinion. It always burns like hell. After just 1 or 2 or 3 sets maybe, the next day your abs are going to be lit up. So basically you want to grab the bench behind you or grab a bar, grab a couch for that matter, something that's stable and heavy, and just try to keep your shoulders and your upper back only touching the ground. Nothing else should touch the ground. You want to kind of slowly come down, bring your legs down. Don't let your butt or your lower back touch the bench at all, and then raise them back up. Now, this is a super difficult exercise. A lot of people are not going to be able to do these, but just take your time and try it out. Worst case, if you can't even get your legs straight up and you don't feel comfortable even trying to go maybe a third of the way down or half the way down, what you can do is the easy version. These are still super effective. You just lay on the bench, have your butt pretty much go up to the end of the bench, and just raise your legs up straight and lower them back down. These are still really effective. They're great for the abs. And once you feel really comfortable, maybe you can do 30 or 40 of these. Definitely try the more advanced version out. Just start off slow. Try to go about 1/4 of the way down. If that feels okay, go 1/3 of the way down and just take your time and figure out where your breaking point is. And once you can master these, not only does it look cool and all that stuff, but the main reason to do these is they absolutely burn like hell, and they're the most effective ab exercise you can do, period. Number 5 is one of my favorite exercises. We're doing the in and out push-up jumps. So basically what we're doing here is just jumping out and in with your hands and your feet. So you're basically doing a chest push-up and then more of a tricep push-up. A chest push-up and then a tricep push-up again. Now I like to hit these at the end of my chest and tricep day. One of my favorite things to do, burns both muscles up. It hits the cardio at the end of the day, and it gives you a great final burnout pump at the end of your chest and tricep day. Definitely give this one a shot. The main note that I'm going to give you here is to make sure that you get as much jump, as much lift as you can, but at the same time, when you come down, land softly. Don't stop and let your wrist get jammed up on the ground. So when you go out or you go in, just land softly and go right down. Number 6 is a really simple and effective bodyweight exercise. We're doing a double squat jump. So all you're going to do here, just like a normal jump squat, except you're going to do an extra bodyweight squat in the middle of each one. So you'll do a jump, and then a squat, and then a squat jump, and then a squat, and then a squat jump. Super simple exercise, but it's really effective. Definitely burns the quads up, especially at the end of a leg day. This is a great exercise to hit. Just make sure, just like the in and out push-up jumps, you land softly on these, right? Try to absorb as much impact as you can. Go right down to the squat when you come down from the jump. Don't stop yourself on the ground. Number 7 is also one that most of my clients do not like. This is the oblique bench dips. These really burn. That's why people don't like them. They hurt like hell. They're super isolated, so you really get 100% oblique here. So what you want to do basically is lock your feet under the bench. You can also have someone sit on your feet, but you can just lock your feet in, one heel, one toe under the bench, whatever feels comfortable for you. You don't want to get a lot of pain or pressure on the knees here, but feel it out. Find a comfortable position, and then you're just going to work on getting as low as you can every single rep. Try to really push the limit of how low you can go. Your head or your hair, in my example, should basically be touching the ground or very close to it, and then just come up and crunch that oblique and get right back down. I like to do these for time instead of reps. That way I push myself to the limit on how much I can do, because you're going to be under tension the whole time here, no matter what basically. So pick a time, 45 seconds, a minute, whatever you can do, and kill these. Trust me, they will burn like hell in the obliques. And last but definitely not least, at number 8, we've got the elevated tricep dips. So a lot of us have done tricep dips on a bench before. Definitely a good exercise. But if you can elevate like this, if you can keep your feet up in a higher position, it makes it that much harder, probably about 30-40% more difficult. And these are a great way to hit some body weight exercises for the triceps. You want to make sure your hands are close to your hips here. You don't want a big wide position. The wider your hands are, the more shoulder that you're going to get. So I like to start off with my hands right up against my body and then just get as low as you can, all the way up. This gives you a great tricep pump.
So that is it for my top 8 bodyweight exercises. I hope you guys try these out if you haven't before. I hope you like them. Some of them are really tough. Some of them aren't too bad. And there's a lot of different, alternatives you can do to each one of these. So if you guys have any questions about these, how to perform an easier version, let's say, just let me know down in the comments section. I'll definitely help you out. If you guys like the video, please hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Shut down.